Kill you, motherfucker. You crazy? Only the fuck you think they can play with. I don't play no motherfucking games. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. I'll fuck you up. I don't play no motherfucking games.
Will a win over Canelo put you ahead of Mayweather as the greatest boxer of this generation?
Listen, I leave the opinions to everybody else. But like I said, after this fight, when I defeat Canelo, I'm gonna be on Mount Rushmore.
Nobody saw it coming. Backstage at the first official Floyd Mayweather versus Terence Crawford fight, the mood was electric and tense. Voices erupted, nerves flared, and security had to step in to keep two of boxing's best from colliding before the cameras ever rolled. The actual words spoken remain a mystery. However, one thing was undeniable. The meeting was everything from pleasant. It was pride versus legacy. The collision of history was unparalleled in the sport, uniting two conflicting legacies. When they eventually confronted each other directly, the intensity increased rather than decreased. As the lights filled the room, both boxers attempted to conceal it, but Floyd's eyes revealed him. This was not a performance, a joke, or the light-hearted persona he had cultivated over decades. He was serious and concentrated, and Crawford, despite appearing cool and collected, exuded a quiet willingness to confront any challenge Floyd threw at him.
He said he'd been training every day, for years, every day in boxing. I'm somewhere in Aruba, in the Bahamas, in Dubai. I'm traveling the world.
First, the debate appeared routine. Contracts, negotiations, and the usual back and forth about who deserves what were all discussed during the session. However, the mood changed significantly when someone raised the subject of who genuinely reigns supreme in this era.
Can compare and contrast the fight between
Crawford leaned in with confidence and assertiveness. Floyd's posture tensed. Floyd was visibly frustrated for the first time in many years. Floyd's fury was not directed at Crawford. Rather, it sprang from his understanding of why this mismatch existed. The rest of the world is also aware of this. The spark that started all of this. Canelo Alvarez brazenly thinks Crawford has outperformed Floyd.
You can compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence Bud Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Just one comment sent the internet into a frenzy. Crawford wins Canelo and rises to become boxing's new face, and fans start murmuring things about Floyd that no one has said in years. Could it be that someone has surpassed Mayweather?
Who do you think's better out of those two? Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually, he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather is really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have had the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because it's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
That's the true spark. Floyd represents the line that no one dares to cross. It's the reason he's standing here at 47, locked eyes with one of the world's most deadly boxers.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is one of the biggest egos in the sport, so much so that he could not find a way to give Muhammad Ali credit as being a top 5 fighter and claimed that Roberto Duran sits above Muhammad Ali, right? Why? Because Floyd wants to be better than Muhammad Ali. He completely redid his image when he became Money Mayweather to pretty much copy from calling himself the GOAT, calling himself TBE, right? Whole thing. Very disrespectful of Muhammad Ali when he was coming up, when after Floyd Mayweather Jr. wound up being at the top of the sport. So now that Terence Crawford has firmly placed himself at the top of boxing, and not just as the pound-for-pound fighter. Right now, many people are saying, hey, shouldn't he be considered one of the greatest fighters?
As the face-off ended, the press conference took over, and the intensity remained high. This wasn't the familiar, chatty Floyd we'd seen before. This time, he was entirely committed to his work. Calm, crisp, and laser-focused. There were no jokes or theatrics. Every phrase mentioned legacy. Floyd wants this battle because he refuses to let anyone rewrite history or take away the position he has earned.
I didn't have to have 70 fights, or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
And then there's Crawford, standing across the room, calm and unshaken, watching Floyd as if he were just another opponent on his road. Crawford does not view the fight as an opportunity to prove himself. He's already defeated Errol Spence, dominated Canelo, and silenced all doubters along the road. Does he require a victory versus Floyd? Not even close. But does he want it? Absolutely. Crawford would avoid answering the issue of whether he could defeat Mayweather in his early career. He never gave a bold response, never pursued that narrative. But that happened a long time ago.
4 arms.
I know. I know.
And 6 eyes to beat Floyd.
Is Floyd better than you? Keyshawn beat Tank?
Keyshawn beat everybody. Him and Shakur.
How you feel about them not fighting each other? That's cool?
Yeah, that's cool. They don't need to fight each other.
Was there anybody ever...
They can beat up everybody else.
Was there anybody ever like that in boxing with you? Because not really Sean Porter, right?
No. No.
No friends in this business for you.
I think Tim Bradley would have been like that.
Okay.
I think me and Tim Bradley would have been like that. I wouldn't have fought Tim.
If the opportunity presented itself against Floyd, you would have, though, even though you admire him so much and he's so great. But you
Floyd, yeah, because I wasn't as close. Me and Floyd close now, but when Floyd was boxing, I wasn't as close with Floyd like I am now.
How do you beat Floyd, though? Like, since nobody's been able to crack that code.
You think I would tell you?
He ain't fighting anymore. So that fight ain't gonna happen.
You gotta have 4 arms.
I know. I know.
And 6 eyes to beat Floyd.
Is Floyd better than you?
I think you got your answer.
Nah, I didn't hear nothing. Is Floyd better than you? Some fighters say, even like Gervonta Davis.
Beat your...
Okay, that's a no.
Floyd's displeasure became clear when the media questioned him. It wasn't about anything Crawford had said. It was about what he embodied. A new champion, a new standard, the man is now regarded as the best in the sport. Floyd can't stand it.
Now, all time, ending this interview.
Number one, and the only one that he got at top is Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Because Terence Crawford is this generation guy. You know what I'm saying? Accomplishing all the goals that he accomplished.
Matched up? How do they match up, Floyd and Terence?
Hey, I'm like this, man. It's going to be great because Floyd, he's about his work. He put in work. We've been watching it for decades. You know what I'm saying? Him coming out of retirement to do this fight, that's a win for the whole world boxing. Every generation from Floyd's generation to this generation, they get to see it come. That's just like we never get to see Michael Jordan play, right? But we remember when he used to play. Come on.
The topic then went to Floyd's forthcoming showdown with Mike Tyson. And let's be honest, nobody is behaving like this is a serious fight. It's pure entertainment. 2 legends enter the ring, put on a performance, and cash a large salary.
That fans will watch for sure is you and Mike Tyson. How's training going, Floyd? Talk to me all about this as you get ready to get back in that boxing ring once again.
Well, not really training right now.
Not yet.
You know, the fighters in 2026, we still, ironing out everything. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be exciting for the people and the fans.
Are you going in there to put Mike down and like, hey, this is not, we're going to have fun, we're going to throw a few punches, like I'm taking this seriously and I'm trying to Mike Tyson?
I don't know. I just want to give the fans what they want to see, excitement. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be.
But you can't ignore one thing. It's Mike Tyson. And if Tyson allows his emotions to take control, keep in mind that he has long disliked Floyd. Even as a spectacle, this show may become unpredictable and unsafe.
Every time boxing come on, you don't bring up Muhammad Ali name. You don't bring up Mike Tyson name. You always bring up Floyd Mayweather name.
Now listen, we're talking about Floyd. And listen, we all gotta believe we're the greatest of all times, right? We all gotta believe that. But we all know Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all time.
If you could have fought any fighter in your life, any weight, any era, who would you have picked that you would have liked to fight the most?
Floyd Mayweather.
But here's the fact. This bout is far superior to any previous Tyson showcase. Floyd's mood changes the instant Crawford's name comes up in conversation. The showman and money personas are gone. What you see is Floyd Mayweather Jr., an unbeaten fighter with a record of 50 wins and 0 losses, and a competitor looking for a major return. He understands that defeating Crawford now will permanently end any debate about his legacy. Crawford gets it as well. Taking down Floyd, even at his age, would solidify his place among boxing's all-time legends. This is not just business. Crawford understands how dangerous Floyd is, particularly given Floyd's tremendous experience and skill in the ring. Interview 13.
Back at Floyd's career, him coming up in the era that he came up in, he had all them champions that he was able to fight, and that's what led him to be so great. Because he fought the most champions, beat the most champions, got the most money for beating the most champions. So it's just like, man, he had this guy, back to back to fight, one after one.
Many people expected Crawford would retire. He'd already demonstrated everything. He was the uncontested pound-for-pound king, having overcome a heavier opponent no one thought he could beat, and many believed he had already sealed his legacy.
Crawford had the ability to fight backwards and stay composed, good defense, hands was always up, countering everything that Canelo was throwing at him. He was just a little more active fight. Canelo did hit him to the body, but it was pretty much all Terence Crawford.
I think some of what we saw from Canelo is what he's has to resort to now to fight. Maybe he's dealt with some injuries to where he's not as mobile. It's just the pattern that he's put himself in for the last, 6 to 8 fights. That same pattern is why Bivol was able to get him.
He did not allow Canelo to get inside, man. As soon as Canelo would get into that certain range, he would jab him. We didn't see any lateral moves where he would throw, push off to the side, as we used to see Canelo Alvarez.
Canelo was almost smothering his shot because he couldn't stay at range with him. And Terence Crawford runs off counter combinations. It would be a wider margin.
Crawford did, however, choose the most difficult assignment on purpose. He wants to confront Floyd in order to finally settle the continuing disagreement. He is dissatisfied with supporters saying, sure, he's great, because he has never faced Floyd. He does not want any lingering parallels. He wants to make a strong statement by defeating the man who dominated boxing for 2 decades.
Crawford couldn't have an era to himself. And if you put Terence Crawford against any opponent on Floyd's resume, who do you have favorite? Terence Crawford or one of Floyd's opponents?
Why does Ryan keep mentioning another?
No, I'm asking the question first. Do we got Terence Bud Crawford beating everybody on Floyd's resume?
Furthermore, Crawford is a true competitor, one of the few warriors left who seeks true battles. He's not interested in easy victories. Even if taking those chances results in criticism, as it does, he refuses to back down. Why should people put up with Floyd as he gets older? Why not fight someone like Boots Ennis? To be fair, such questions make sense.
Look, Jaron Ennis against Terence Crawford is the fight. And that can be at 54, it can be at 60. Obviously we've got Lima to take care of first, but that for me is one of the great, crossover fights, because Boots is the changing of the guard guy, and Crawford's the guy that's been there and done it all and just proved, that he's still very much in his...
For years, fans, fighters, and experts have advocated that Crawford should face Boots Ennis. Ennis is a unique opponent whose style truly pushes Crawford. Switch hitting, explosive, technically acute, and threatening from all angles.
Who they are cancel out each other as far as height. You know, they both switch hitters, lift, and everything. All of that cancels out each other. So they are literally the same people, pretty much. The only difference is Crawford done been in the big stage against big fighters so many times. And also, with age, he didn't beat up his body, so his age is actually good. He got the grown man strength. He not just grown man strength, but he built on top of that. Like, look at him at 135. He was a little scrawny dude. He wasn't a big dude. Now look at him. He ripped up everything. He's strong. So sure. I feel like he got everything, all the experience, all the knowledge. So I got to go with.
It isn't just the supporters who are creating noise. Boots Ennis has been relentless in openly calling out Crawford, relishing the challenge and wanting to confront the player largely regarded as the best of his generation. However, if Crawford is questioned about it, he quickly dismisses it, claiming he has no interest and that the battle would do nothing for him.
Down in my career, a lot of people like boost this, boost that, boost this. You know, fighting Boots is a lose-lose situation. You know, I win, they're gonna say, oh, well, he was young, he wasn't ready. You know, he was talented, he was skillful, but you got the experience over him. You got, you know, so much more than this kid that never been tested before. You know, because we always seen him win in flying colors, a fashionate way. You know, to where we say, oh man, he's cold, he's skillful, but he's never been in the ring with nobody to test him. So me fighting Boots will be like, okay, well, you beat Boots. It's not a mega fight. It's gonna sell a little bit because of your name and what you.
Still, talk of a probable clash with Boots hasn't subsided. In fact, the more Crawford avoids it, the more heated and persistent those disputes get.
It's a whole lot of sense, and the fight that stylistically would be, oh my goodness, is a fight between Terence Crawford and Jerron Boots Ennis.
I don't think I think that's going backwards for Terence.
To that point, Jerron doesn't have the kind of accolades. He doesn't sell to the mass and all these. So this fight was perfect timing for both these guys.
A prime fighter faces off against a legendary prime. That's the ideal pairing. Hardcore fans crave. But here is the truth. Crawford has already defeated undisputed Spence and dethroned Canelo. Chasing someone like Boots Ennis is unnecessary. The fight with Floyd is not about the ring challenge. It is about creating history. People nod as they beat the Boots. Nice fight. Beat Floyd. And the conversation continues for decades. It will be remembered, argued, and praised for the next 3 decades.
I'm here to fight the best. I don't care who it is. It can be Boots next, it can be Spence next, it can be Crawford next, if he's still willing to do it. Because, you know, that's a fight that I've been calling for a while. I think that's a great fight to make happen still. Man, we're just going to keep doing what I do best. You know, and that's just being me.
Now here's when things become very interesting. Crawford has a size edge over Floyd, packs greater power, is younger, and stays more active in the ring. However, the most difficult aspect of facing Floyd is not landing a big shot. It genuinely connects everything. Crawford might start strong, dominating the early rounds, or Floyd could completely change the script, turning the fight into a defensive clinic that tests Crawford's patience and technique.
Because, like, if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, I didn't, but then he won the rematch. But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, yeah, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone, the whole.
Floyd's focus during the news conference was on legacy, riches, and achieving respect. Crawford's statements emphasized challenge, competition, and showing his value in the ring.
On defense, like catch, bam, 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 bam. Man, that boy bad. Floyd had the best defense in boxing history. Hitting you with shots that you don't see, that's where Floyd mastered. Hit and not get hit.
Nothing really landed.
A lot of people, they give him credit now.
That concludes today's video. If you liked what you saw, please like, subscribe, and touch the bell to ensure you don't miss any of our future content. Please share your ideas in the comments below. We want to hear from you. Stay tuned and see you in the next.